What's up, internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. We are here live for the first eviction of the summer for Big Brother 27. How you guys all doing up in chat? Are you excited? Who will leave? Will it be Kelley? Will it be Amy? Will it be Zay? Who's going to win the Blockbuster to be able to save themselves from the nomination seats? We're going to see it all go down. I'm excited. What's up, everybody in chat? Ted from Connecticut, Glenn, Alexis, Otter, Caden, Heart of All Things, Jessica, Poliver? Poliver? I might be saying it wrong. I'm so sorry if I am. TC, who else do we got up in here? Lady Autumn, Isabella, Daniel. How you guys all doing? How are you guys? Zero performances? Mika, how are you? Norma! Mama K, Deborah, are you guys excited? Are you ready? Who do we think is going? We're probably gonna want to start with that. We're gonna need some polls. Yeah, you know what? If you are new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Lets the YouTube algorithm know what we're doing here is a good time. Ready for this? Go like that button. It's a crazy night. I also did a thing with ultra low latency. So there's like a setting in the thing. I kept forgetting to do it for like the last few streams. So we should be a little bit more in time with each other. It should be a little bit tighter. And I should be able to respond to you guys pretty quickly. You should be able to see your chats and stuff fairly in real time. Not 100% in real time, but fairly in real time. Ori, you got it right first time. Perfect. Amy stays on a vote, you think, Glenn? Tommy! What up, Tommy? I want Zay to stay. On our way to 16K. Yes, we are, PG. Yes, we are. Fairly quickly, too. Fairly quickly. This season, we're already on the jump. Kind of want Kelley out just because of her eviction interview. Will be funny. It would be hilarious. And honestly, here's the thing: if somehow it happened, I don't think it will. But there's a chance, right? There's always a chance. It ends up the 7-7 tie between Kelley and Zay, and Vince has to break the tie on whether or not to send Kelley or Zay. I think he might save Zay. And like, I'm not 100% sure on that, right? He could change his mind at any moment. He's been going back and forth on it. Like, he can't really kind of make a decision on that. But if he had to make the decision and then he voted to evict Kelley, the one who nominated herself and volunteered for him, his final two, his closest ally, man, that would be good. Hey, here's another thing too. This season, especially just this week in general, because these guys, there's a lot going on with these guys, right? They're always active, and there's a lot of beef and intermingled beef, and we missed a good bit on the start of the live feeds, and I feel like every so often I'm finding it a little bit hard to put all the pieces together because I feel like I'm missing a piece. I always feel like in a lot of these like different scenarios, there's like a piece of the puzzle I'm always missing. As something that happened on the feeds that we didn't see. For example, why does like everyone hate Kelley? Right? Like, yeah, like she gives off a little bit of a sketchy vibe, I guess, with how she was acting, especially kind of like even post nomination, it hasn't been great for her either. They've caught her in some lies here and there. But prior to that, even before she went on the block, people didn't like her. And I feel like I'm missing, like there has to be something. There has to be something that we missed on those first few days of the feeds to make them have such negative opinions on Kelley. Because, like, everybody has negative opinions on Kelley. Like, even Ava hates her. Ava's just vibing, and Ava's like, no, I am not trusting Kelley. I don't know what Kelley's aura looks like, but it must be disgusting if Ava is like, Like, Will Will has very strong feelings that Kelley can't be trusted as well. And he shares those along with Ava, it feels like pretty strongly. There was a chance there where I was like, oh, maybe even in an Amy Kelley situation, Will would vote for Kelley to break up the whole thing with Rachel. But it feels like, nah, that's not the case at all. So I don't know. There has to be something that we missed. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a little bit of something here. Maybe a little bit of flashback on this episode tonight. It is 90 minutes. We do have the Blockbuster competition that we have to get to. I don't think we're going to get a live HOH. I think I tweeted about it. I forget if I mentioned it in the update or not. But they did have the backyard for a long time into the night. So I don't expect the competition to be in the backyard, probably in that like competition space thing they have. But we'll see. I want to do... I forget how to do it now, honestly. Here we go. I want to start a poll. We'll do this. And Amy. First poll we'll do is, who do you think will win Blockbuster? All right. Poll should be up. You can vote in that poll on who you think will win Blockbuster. Will it be Kelley? Will it be Zay? Will it be Amy? And we can get an idea of what you guys are thinking is going to happen in this competition. Because that's the first piece of the puzzle for tonight. Who wins the Blockbuster, takes themselves off, and that sets us up with their different scenarios. Let me see if I can pull up my little sheet again. Because I have all the scenarios written down to keep track of them. Let's see here. All right, so as of now, if it's Amy versus Kelley, we've got Rachel, Morgan, Mickey, Jimmy, Ashley, Catherine, Ava, Will, Lauren. That would be 9. And then for Kelley, Zach, Reilly, Keanu, Adrian, and Zay. But even like Reilly, I'm not 100% sure of because he's promised his vote everywhere and he's probably going to vote with Catherine. The rest of them all, maybe, like, who knows what they would do there, right? So it seems like Amy would stay over Kelley. Amy versus Zay, we would have Rachel, Morgan, Mickey, Jimmy, Ashley, Catherine, Ava. Once again, I'm not 100% sure if Will would still vote for Amy in that situation. I think he would actually rather keep Zay in that situation. Lauren, though, would keep Amy, so that would be 8 right there. And, like, you're done. So Lauren saying that she was going to keep Amy no matter what really keeps Amy in the game in those two scenarios. Then we would have Kelley and Zay. And that would be Rachel, Morgan, Mickey, Jimmy, Ashley, Catherine, Keanu, Adrian, and Amy keeping Kelley. Because they do not want to work with Zay. Then you would also have Zach, Reilly, Will, Lauren, and Ava, who would probably be on the keep Zay side, but that wouldn't be enough. So maybe some of them would even flop on over as well. I'm not sure. So it feels like in the Kelley and the Amy versus Zay scenario, Zay would actually leave. But if it's Amy versus Kelley, Kelley would probably leave this week. But who knows? Because these guys have been flipping flopping all over the place. Like I said, Lauren, she had originally been on the side of keeping Kelley in an Amy situation and keeping Zay in an Amy situation, but recently flipped on over. We also have Reilly, who is a complete wild card. I have no clue what he'll actually end up doing. So we'll see with that as well. And then Vince, Zay, Amy, Vince would take Zay over Amy, Kelley over Amy, and Zay and Kelley, it would be a toss-up if it was a tie. He doesn't really know 100% what he would do with that. Yes, we will be starting soon here. We're still in a commercial, but I'm excited. Oh, I see Julie. I think we're about to start. They had a little pre Julie there.
Tonight, the biggest mystery of the week will be solved. Who will become the first house guest evicted from the game? Welcome to live eviction night on Big Brother.
I love the look of the stage too. Really clean designs. That takes us into the recap. Let's take a look at what the poll's saying. Let's end it here. You guys have said, Zay 54%, Amy 24%, and Kelley only 20% to win the Blockbuster. Ooh. I vote to evict Jessica, no! No! Don't vote to evict me. That would be terrible. I'm getting in the shower right now. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Now listen, is that 10 minutes or is that an Ashley shower? Are you taking an Ashley shower? It's funny because I had heard her say the shower wasn't actually 2 hours, and most of the time she was working with Vince and just having a chat with him. And it's like, oh well, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. I haven't heard Vince say that. But Julie did an interview and they asked her, and she's like, yeah, it was like a 20-minute shower, and then the rest of the time she was talking to Vince. But the meme is still there. The meme is still there. So Julie was just a Uri was just a pawn. Raven, no. No. Listen, I shouldn't hit the block. I'm not volunteering. If you're trying to put me, I am not volunteering. I am not volunteering for the block, guys. Don't you even think about it. How did the poll have 98%? It wasn't 98. It was 54% for Zay, 24% for Amy, and 20% for Kelley. I think all of us as a society should all convince ourselves Ashley took 2-hour shower. The shower pic on Ashley's hilarious. I know, it's great. I think somebody even suggested it in the chat, but like I had already thought it. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. If you guys don't know, if you are new here, like I try and add little Easter eggs. Like we got the little mask over Amy because she's the accomplice. But we're probably going to get rid of that, at least for now, because it doesn't seem like that's going to be mattering at all. Ooh, they must have worked fast. They got the little bit of the edit from the fight last night. They must have worked fast on this. All right, I'll give you guys another little sync up here.
Good evening. I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother. It's day 10 inside the Big Brother house, and already
Day 10. Julie does look great tonight. You're right, Shelby. The other hour and a half is talking to Vince. Rachel's holding Amy's hand. I know that's Rachel. That's gotta be Rachel. Who else is dressed like that? Yeah, it's Rachel. It's Rachel. How does Rachel have so many outfits? Like she's dressed up. I don't think I've really seen her in like comfy clothes except for like last night when she was having the fight right before bed. Like she's always in a dress. Always. All right, we're getting our recap here. Hot water was gone. An icon always wears a dress for TV. That's true. That's true. I'm listening to you and watching BB and feeding my daughter. She's a fan. Let's go, Norma. CBS gave Rachel a wardrobe budget. They might have, Laura. They might have done that. So they're all just kind of reacting to what's happening. Or wants to evict his final dues. No, Jessica. No, it's not true. Never. And Jessica, I only have one final two. You know this. It's you. It's just you, Jessica. You're my only final two. Camden. Hey everyone, happy eviction night. Hope Zay stays for entertainment reasons. So we can get Zay versus Rachel part 2. Yes, Camden. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Ooh, Rachel. I think I've also seen Rachel wear this suit jacket in the DR a couple of times, and I think she's pulling like the news anchor trick where you just wear like the top half and like down below like you're wearing like basketball shorts. I think she just has that jacket to throw on so she looks a little bit nice. Then hooking up 5 gifted memberships. If you just got hooked up by Camden, make sure you say thank you so much, because that is awesome. 5 gifted members of the community. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Camden. We got 5 new Oreos up in here. Ooh. Keanu and Vince going at it here. Vince is like, I just wanted a clean HOH. It's like, bud, you really, you pooped the bed on this one, I think. Listen, Vince. Super Christian Bonanza. Ooh, we got a little bit of a name change there. With the $5 super chat, playing new Donkey Kong game on the Switch too, while throwing Ori under the whoa. Super Christian Bieber, what are you doing? You know that I'm your only final two. Don't listen to what Jessica's saying. Don't listen to Jessica. Also, Jessica, come here. Just don't listen to Super Christian Me World. Listen. Super Christian Bonanza, I should say. He's changed his name. Don't listen to Super Christian. Don't listen to him. Don't listen, Jessica. You know it's just me and you. Let me go talk to Super Christian again. Super Christian, you know it's just me with me. Oh, Jimmy and Keanu going at it again here. It's too funny, man. Jimmy looks so much like Prison Mike from The Office when Michael put the bandana on. Like, he looks so much like Steve Carell. Like, it's kind of uncanny. It's uncanny how much he actually looks like Steve Carell. Like, it. And these two, Jimmy and Keanu, they are like mirrors. They both think they're playing a better game than each other. But like they're both playing like telephone, going around talking too much, doing too much. But I kind of love it. Like, I kind of love it. I think my biggest thing that I want coming out of tonight is for HOH. Like, I don't really have a dog in this eviction. I think all 3 of them equally could go, and you know, maybe some of them are, I'm more interested in some of the scenarios where it could have ended up being like tiebreakers and stuff. But I want Keanu to win HOH just for the chaos. Just for the chaos. I heard something there. I heard something coming in there. Was that Luna coming on in, hitting that sub button? Luna Faye, you might not know this, but when you hit that sub button, me and you now have a secret alliance. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Luna, don't tell anybody, but we're going to the final two. You and me. Don't listen to anybody else. If they say they have a final two, it's not real. Me and you, Luna. We're going. So Vince very, very much on the anti-Amy and Rachel train. Oh God, that was a little cringe there, Julie. We're headed to our commercial break, our first one of the evening. Julie was a little cringe there. Julie was a little cringe there where she was like, one of these houses is going to find out what happens when you become between Rachel and her big brother game. As a play on the nobody comes between me and my man. I saw a lot of people being like, oh man, Rachel using the rehearsed lines last night in the fight, and Rachel being cringy. And I'm like, do you guys, like, do you not realize that's what she's always been? Like, floaters grab a life vest, and like, nobody gets between me and my man. Like, that's all. That was all like cringe. Right? Like, that's always what Rachel's been. So now they're like, wait a minute. She just practices the lines. Yeah, that's what she does. Did Julie turn herself into a Labubu? Actually, Shelby, I had an idea. Let me see if I can pull this up for a second. Hold on. So one of the things, one of my pastimes, I guess it's kind of a pastime, is every so often, I like to mess around with ChatGPT. And it can be fun to, you know, just see what you can create. Last night, one of the things I created after Rachel said you're acting like a baby was I made this. That's Rachel and baby Zay. It is it's a masterpiece, I think. It's an absolute masterpiece. So yeah, one of the I actually had an idea. I had an idea for something I want to make. And let's just say maybe Labubus are involved. We're back.
Welcome back to Big Brother. In a house full of alliances, there is one emerging that could have the power to split the house and maybe even tonight's vote.
Ooh. Dubai chocolate Labubu. That Dubai chocolate does look good though. I gotta say that. It looks good. Uh-oh. Burger boys. The meat dudes. Otter. Burger boys. He should be in a diaper with a bottle. I should have added the bottle. Yeah, Norma. Where are you watching? Paramount Plus? He's a little bit caked up, he says. He said, I'm a little bit caked up. They. What are we watching? Oh. What is wrong with us? Why do we like this show again? If anyone thinks they're caked up, it's Ava. Portal, you're not wrong. It's twice in a row. We got somebody talking about their big booties. Oh. Thank you, Tommy. You're not voting to evict. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Tommy. Tommy, that's why we got the real final two. Me and you, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's something we haven't talked about much because Zach is safe this week. He's got that 10K. And he can use that 10K to buy himself off the block if he's there on after the veto ceremony. So that's a big thing. Zach's in a really good spot in the game, I think. Because even, like, first off, I think a lot of people like him and they want to work with him. And there's other targets kind of ahead of him, like if Zay would stay or Keanu. Even Jimmy probably would be kind of a target maybe before Zach potentially, but to some of the girls, maybe not. He's got that 10K. So even if he does become a target and somebody does nominate him and he doesn't win veto, sorry, I'm coming off. And just the mere fact of taking himself off the block, a lot of times that can be like, yo, this guy's got power, and it can pull even more people over to his side, even if it was kind of like a split thing. Oh, they're showing Kelley finally getting hit with the feels. That what she did was probably not a good idea. I did a free trial and it won't let you, Shelby. Oh no. Yeah, I think you could. I think you have to have like the special Paramount Plus thing. Also, though, hot tip: if you have a cable subscription for some reason, and you can't watch on your TV but want to watch on the computer, you can go to just CBS.com and you can sign in with like your cable. Also, the mastermind is in the house? The mastermind was in the house? There's no way he's there when they're actually sleeping. That had to be pre-recorded. I don't think, right? Because I didn't see him with a person at the same time. But that was creepy AF, right, Sharon? Sharon and Rod, that was creepy AF, huh? The mastermind is going to become a player, probably. I hope not. I hope not. Unless they've been in sequester and they've been like watching on like video cams or something. Even that, like if they've been watching on video cams, that would kind of be too much information. I feel like they would have too much information. It probably is Brendan, but like the shape doesn't match. Like the mastermind we just saw walk into the house, that wasn't Brendan. Morgan talking about how she's definitely on Rachel's side. Can I pull up the allegiance chart? Is that a thing I can do? Yeah, I can pull it up. This is the allegiance chart that we got give you an idea of where like a loyalties kind of lie at the moment. The people in the middle are more the swing votes, people on to Rachel's side, people over to Kelly's side, not many. And then you also have kind of like vertically how much power and sway I think they have in the game. So just a little something for you guys. A lot of people are looking at Zay, saying he's smart, he knows how to speak Spanish. Who's the most divided from the house? There's a lot. Like, there's like major beefs. But I would say, like, for the most part, it's kind of like Zach and the boys, Vince, Lauren's kind of in the middle, but more leans towards Zach. Ava is over towards that side, but still kind of leans towards like Amy a little bit. Jimmy's kind of over with like Rachel and her side, because Rachel's definitely another side of the house. Like Rachel's got like an army of girls behind her. Ooh, we're getting the fight. Here's the start of it. And honestly, this all started a little bit like because they were talking and she overheard him and came on over. Like she was like, hey, what's going on? There's the line. I'd be careful coming for the queen. You'll get beheaded. I didn't say that, but now I am. It's like, bro, you kind of did say that. You were saying that she wasn't gonna win. Here, round 2 up on the balcony. He was planning on saying the whole thing about her not winning 2 seasons of Big Brother before the vote if it was him versus Amy. If you're gonna come for me, wait till I'm in a gown. She just had all these lines in her back pocket. Ooh, BB Blockbuster. Ooh, it looks like very like it's a question type thing. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, they're gonna have to like find stuff in that room. This looks cool. Yo, they're stepping their game up. Like, I pointed this out. They had the backyard still last night. This is not the backyard because there's no way they could have set all that up in the time that they needed to. So they've been using like the separate comp space, and like that has to be like all like set up differently because this competition already like kind of looks almost like BB Can level. If you know BB Can, you know their production comps the quality was next level on all of their competitions. And it feels like Big Brother is finally starting to be like, hey, let's move these competitions to a place we have that we could take a whole week and build out a competition instead of, oh, we have to take the backyard away on a Wednesday and then build it in like one, just a couple of hours. So I love it. I love it. The furniture store comp on BB Can, right? No sniffing stuff this time. Wait till I'm in a gown. Yeah. Maybe some building different door. Yeah. So like they have like a little comp space, and I don't know exactly where it's located on the lot. Like, is it right next door? Like, do they have to get shuttled? I think maybe a little bit. But they kind of like, you know, just do their thing and clear the area. It's not like they're talking to people, but they kind of go outside. But it's 100% what they needed. Because the other thing too, it's better for the house guests, right? Just for their own mental health, to be able to have the fresh air outdoors, you know? Now, that's not to say they wouldn't do competitions in the backyard for, let's say, like a double eviction, right? Just because it's speedier. Instead of having to like take them to like a different location to do a competition and stuff like that, you can kind of get it done a little bit quicker. Whereas like here on a live show, like how they're doing it, they pretty much have it where they show like the recap. They take the nominees, take them to that room. Once the recap is done, they're all set up in the competition space. They can go to the commercial after the competition's over, and then while they're in a commercial break, they can shuttle them on back to the house. But one of the other things, and I haven't heard any recent news about this, but they're supposed to be building new lots where the BB lot is, so they might need a new house soon.
Welcome back to Big Brother. Zay became an easy target for the head of household when his fellow housemates suspected he was the mastermind's accomplice. Amy was actually the mastermind's accomplice.
I'll save some of the valuable little seconds that I can show you for when they're actually competing, and I'll try and give you as much as I can during this competition. Man, if Kelley goes, it'd be so funny. All right, how's this work? Oh. So scrambled word comp. It's like a scrambled thing. You got to figure out the word. Oh, and then it's a thing that's going to send you to an item in the room, and you got to put the item on the thing and buzz in. This is cool. Zay's cooked? I don't know. Maybe not. Because he, you know, seems like he's studied, right? He learned Spanish. I don't know how to speak Spanish, but also I had a terrible Spanish teacher. All right. The words are coming up here. There's like a W and a T. All I got's a W and a T. There's like not much. With. Maybe with. Because there's multiple screens, right? It's like this one's got ALTES. Slates. They're all just kind of staring, waiting for the letters to come up. And then there's a big long word over here. MEEALRSD. Oh, Kelley just buzzed in. Kelley wins! Woo! Kelley wins! Yo, did you just put on the crown? Wow. She did that so casually, too. She just kind of walked over, plopped it on the thing, bang. Yeah, probably by Zay. But also, this is like kind of the most fun scenario where Zay's going to probably really go into Rachel here and really go after Amy and just be like, these two need to go. Zay's probably cooked. He's probably cooked. Let's get a poll up here. Let's get a poll. Who will be evicted? Amy, Zay. We're starting a poll. Get your votes in on who you think will be evicted. Will it be Amy? Will it be Zay? Have your vote said. Man. Let me see. Let me pull up my note again. For the Amy versus Zay scenario, the way I have it at the moment, Rachel, Morgan, Mickey, Jimmy, Ashley, Catherine, Ava, Lauren would be 8. If Lauren decides to flip back over at 7. Ashley was a potential vote too to maybe flip on over. So, well, actually, it wouldn't be that. It would be like this. Like Ashley would come down where it would be 6. But I don't think so. I think Amy has at least 7, potentially 8 votes. So we'll see how this goes. Ori, who you voting? I'd vote Amy. Listen, you can't let the vets cook. You can't let the vets cook. You got to start taking shots and weakening Rachel. The longer she's in the game, the more info she'll get, the more people she'll get kind of on her side. She knows how to be like, hey, if I'm over here, I'm going to go over to the other side and start making moves. She knows who are in the power positions because she's able to see the game and she knows and understands who are the people that actually need to go for her to be safe. Anytime there's a vet, you don't want to let them cook, period. Because the longer you let them stay in there and gain allies and do their thing, the worse you are. Plus, Zay and Rachel going so hard against each other is great for everybody else except Zay and Rachel. Like, everybody wins when Zay and Rachel are going after each other. Everybody else wins when Jimmy and Keanu are going after each other, right? Like, you get to kind of hide in the thing. So you don't want to let her cook. You just don't do it. That's it. Rachel's coming for you. No. Norma, no. Girls must get rid of Zay, get Amy. Will this be BB12 all over again? Where the accomplice saboteur goes home first? It could be. It could be. If Amy goes, that would be funny. Right? And that's Rachel's first season. Like, it would be so poetic. YouTube, yes, Irene, actually, I was going to mention YouTube TV. YouTube TV is another way you could watch on CBS, because you can just watch it there. And I believe if you haven't had YouTube TV before, I think they have free trials. I think there's free trials of YouTube TV if you try and sign up right now. I can't say that 100% for sure. I can't. Jim, a free trial for a month on YouTube TV. There you go. There you go. It is a little expensive, Sienna. Like, I get you. It is a little expensive. But like, it's probably the same amount that you would pay for cable anyway, right? Like, you might even actually save on a cable bill by doing just YouTube TV. But you get 20 minutes free? You get 20 minutes? They do. I'm done like 10 emails already. I just got 10 days. Oh no. That's not that good of a trial. That's not that good of a trial. I thought they used to give you like at least like, a month or something. Yeah, Jimbo, that's what I thought too, that it would be like at least like a month. Right? Usually when you do like the free trials, they have you add the payment. They might like charge you like $1, but you get the month for free. And then you just cancel it before it restarts. My gym was $175. Quit exercising. That's a plan. That's a plan. YouTube TV is great from what I heard, but if you have internet, then you have to pay for that as well. That's true, Bill. I'm on Cali. Wish I had the West Coast feed. Oh no, we're back.
Back to Big
Brother.
Sync up. Amy or Zay, they have just moments to convince their housemates to keep them in the game. Let's head back to the house and reveal the winner of the BB Blockbuster competition.
Yeah, so like I said, they're not in the backyard. I imagine they're going to be coming from upstairs again. Yeah, they were upstairs coming on down. Which again, I like when they use that because it keeps they're all reacting. Everyone's kind of clapping and happy for her, but I don't know if they're that happy for her. Keanu and Adrian come on over, give her a big hug. They're her closest allies. That's actually a tight trio. Kelley, Adrian, and Keanu. I'd keep an eye on that. Well, they're giving her a cheer. Ooh, Rachel, is that Zach and Rachel trying to talk? See, like, this is the thing where, like, they wanted to have a double eviction energy, but it never ends up happening that way. They all just kind of stand in the middle and talk. Rachel's doing her best to pull people aside. She was pulling Will. Ooh, now some of the guys are going to the back to talk. Oh, they're splitting off. Okay. They're splitting off now. Mickey and Catherine going off to the side. Are they going to flip? Are these two going to flip? They seem locks for Amy. Where are the votes going to land? Right? Are they really going to do something? $100%. There's going to be a line drawn here no matter what, whether Zay goes or Amy. Because if you take out Amy, it's a line drawn that, hey, you're either with Rachel or you're with everybody else. Or if they send Zay out, there's going to be still that line drawn of, hey, you were anti Rachel and now this is Team Rachel. All right, they're calling everybody back. What is Rachel wearing? Cotton balls? I think it's cotton balls and a shower curtain. I think she's wearing cotton balls and a shower curtain. At least from this angle. That's what it looks like. All right, we're going to get some speeches here, it seems.
So this is really hard for me because I really love you as a person. You are a more physical competitor than me. Mental, as far as the veto, you had 2 on the thing. So I would just say, he's more of a competitor, physically and mentally. So if you decide to keep me, I would appreciate it. I really would. And I play an honest game, probably too honest to a fault. So
did Rachel not help her? Did Rachel not help her with this? Did she not help her with the speech at all? Because like, what are we doing here?
game, but who doesn't want to compete? Aren't we all here to compete? Going off of that, as it stands right now in the game, I love Amy, but she's a second vote for Rachel. She's not going to vote against her. Even when she's campaigning for herself, Rachel was the one campaigning for her. A vote to keep Amy in this game is a vote to give Rachel a second vote. Why don't we, if we take out Amy right now, it evens the playing field. I will stand up. I will make sure we take out Rachel out of this game. I don't know why everyone's so scared to stand up to her.
The fire is burning.
If you guys keep me in this game, I will. And I don't think many people in these couches are willing to do the same.
Zoom in.
So unless you guys want her to coast the top 5, drop Amy when it's most convenient for her, then I think you guys need to keep me in this game so that I can.
The zoom in on that was wild. She wants to kill him. Is Jimmy in PJs? Is he wearing his jammies? Jimmy looks like he's in like one of those like jammy suits. I just noticed Jimmy. Rachel, Kelly, the first vote.
I vote to evict Amy.
That is a vote for Amy. Not too surprised by that. So let's end our poll. 73%, it looks like, said Zay. 72. Rachel up next.
Vote to evict Zay, and I hope I get to slam the door on his way out of this house. Shout out to Brendan, Adore, and Adler. I love you so much. I'm sorry that Zay is messing with me.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. It's 1-1. Zach was bowing.
I vote to evict Amy.
All right. That's 2-1. 2-1. 2 Amy, 1 Zay. Reilly's a wild card here. Reilly's a wild card. He promised everybody this vote.
I sadly vote to evict Zay.
Ooh, he went Zay. He's just doing what Kristen wants. He's just doing, or not Kristen, Catherine. Here comes Jimmy and his jammies.
Vote to evict Zay.
All right, that's another one for Zay. So what's that? 2-3. 3 for Zay. 2 for Amy. Here comes Morgan, though. 4? Who was the 4th?
To evict Zay.
That's another one for Zay. That's another one for Zay. Not looking good, buddy. Oh, they're going to go to commercial? Wait for somebody to come in with the mirror. They're going to go to commercial here. Yeah, I heard like a little echo there where there was like, oh, there was a little something where we could hear it coming through Julie. Might stop watching, boring season. We hear them talking. 10 girls left in the house. It's been 1 vote. Geez. Man, it's something. We hear them talking in Julie's ear. It's 5-1, 4-2. That's what I thought. 4-2 Zay, right? That's what I thought. Because who did we see? We saw Reilly go for Zay. Rachel vote for Zay. Morgan vote for Zay. Who else was in there? Someone else was in there. Who else was in there? I'm so confused now. Who did we not see? Jimmy. Jimmy and his jammies. Jimmy and his jammies. That's what it was. So that's 4. Who is the 5th? Yeah, right? And then Zach went for Zay. And then who else went Zay? Kelley went Zay. So I got 4 too. Yeah, there's no 5th, right? 4-2. Kelley's on my nerves. Ash, me too. Zay is hot and likable. But unfortunately, I like Rachel more. Nail biter. Zach, Kelley for Zay. Yeah, 4-2, 4-2. Kelley still has the chair next to her icon. Oh, that's right. I didn't switch that. You're right. We can update our board here. Thank you for that. There we go. I always hate when they go to the commercial between things. Real quick, guys. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're having a good time during the stream, it really lets the YouTube gods know that what we do here is a good time. Check out all of my socials. Twitter. We've actually been having like some kind of good traction over Twitter. A lot of the stuff over there has been getting some eyes on it. So hopefully that's bringing some new eyes over here too. We've got Kick and Twitch. I haven't been on there much, but there's just been a lot going on. I do want to try and do some like late, afternoon, evening streams that kind of go along that might be a little bit less BB focused, like a little bit more like games and stuff, but we'll have like the live feeds on. We'll be chatting about what's been happening, right? So it's kind of just like a hangout stream. Like I'll be playing games, watching the feeds anyway. So it's like, we can hang out and do that. So check out Twitch and Kick for that stuff too. The Discord. So the Discord is a lot of fun. There's always people chatting about what's going on the feeds and what's happening. But it's got other stuff in there, not just BB that you can talk. We've got stuff for all different other reality shows. If you want to talk about movies, post pictures of your pets. If you got a cute pet, post a picture of it up in the Discord. And then we're going to do tomorrow. We're having a live stream tomorrow morning. If you guys don't know, we do daily live feed updates first thing every morning. Tomorrow, though, on Fridays, we go live. And one of the things I want to do is have kind of a little bit of a call-in show. So if you are a member, if you're an official Oreo to the channel and you link Discord and YouTube together, you should have access to be able to see a voice chat that's called Members Waiting, and you would be able to jump in there, and if you wanted to do like any kind of stuff that you want to talk about the show, if you've got opinions about the house guest, if you want to talk about who won HOH, who they should nominate, you could be able to call on in, and we could have a little chat live on the show, so it should be a lot of fun. Make sure you check that out tomorrow as well. We're back.
Back to Big Brother.
Give you a little sync up.
House guests are currently voting to evict either Amy or Zay. So far, it's 2 votes to evict Amy, 4 votes to evict Zay.
Yeah, 2-4.
Let's continue with the live voting.
All right, Adrian's up next. I saw it there a second ago. Where was it? But I think I saw a question about what mic I use. Audio Technica. What is it? AT2020? I believe that's what it's called.
Evict Amy.
Adrian goes for Amy. So we got 4-3. Keanu coming on in.
Vote to evict Amy.
All right. Keanu also going Amy. That would tie it up 4-4. Here comes Ashley. But Ashley actually was talking to Zay about possibly giving her vote.
We vote to evict Zay.
All right, she went for Zay. So that would be 5-4. 5-4. Mickey up next. Mickey, I would imagine, is going to vote for Zay. Let's see what happens.
Evict Zay.
She does.
Thank you.
6-4? 6-4? Will up next. We'll do a little boogie. He's doing a little boogie. He's doing a little.
But I gotta roll with my boy. I vote to evict Amy.
All right, Will stuck with Zay to go for Amy. So that's what, 6-5? Here comes Ava, who is very Amy. Save Amy no matter what.
Vote to evict Zay.
Okay.
Kylie.
Ava might be ruining things. Ava might have ruined this, guys. I'm just saying. So it is what? 7-6? 7-6? Or 7-5? 7-5. All right, we got Catherine.
I vote to evict Zay.
She went Zay. I think Ava and Reilly are the ones who ruined this. Ava and Reilly are the ones who really messed this all up. Here comes Lauren.
I unfortunately vote to evict Zay.
She went Zay. She went Zay, but honestly, the big reason she only went Zay is because she was pretty sure that at best it was going to be like a tie, and she didn't want to go against the numbers. But I don't think anybody really knew about Reilly. Is Reilly, yeah, right? Is Reilly a burger board or is he not? He is a burger board, but he doesn't care. All he cares about is Catherine. All right, Julie's going to be revealing here. I like Ava. Zay getting the news. Rachel's very excited and happy. Her girl Amy staying. I will say overall, Zach is upset. Zach is very upset. I didn't know him and Zay were that close. I didn't know they were that. Yeah, he's like sobbing, right? I did not know they were that close. Rachel's gonna celebrate, saying nobody gets between me and my big brother. I want to see Rachel's goodbye message. Oh, please, Laura. Yes. Yes, I need a goodbye message. 100%. Yo, Zach is like really, really balling. You know, I don't see tears though. I don't actually see tears. I don't see tears. Yeah, 9 for Zay, 5 for Amy. Well, Zach won't be next because he's got the 10K. He can come right off the board. Lady J coming on in, hitting that sub button. Guess what, Lady J? Lady J, you might not know this, but when you hit that subscribe button, me and you, we now have a secret alliance. Shh, don't tell anybody, Lady J. We're going to the final 2. But also, listen, if you hear anybody else mention that I have other final 2s, it's not true. It's not true. I promise you, Lady J. They're just saying that. They're lying to you. But me and you, we're going to the end. Thank you so much for hitting that sub button. Zay makes his way on out. He's sitting with Jolie now. Gonna head to our next commercial break here. Kind of a shame. I would have rathered it gone down to the tiebreaker because that would have been fun to see Vince have to make another decision. But also not too surprising with so many of them finally just going like, yeah, I'm not going to save Zay. But I'm still a little surprised, right? Like Reilly just doing whatever Catherine wanted. Ava really kind of, I think, messing it up for her alliance a little bit. But also maybe the way she sees it, right, is if she's working with the bond, right, which is Ava, Will, Adrian, Zach, Vince, and who is the other one? Lauren. If she's working with that 6 to her, because she also was very against Kelley, I think she's seeing it as an opportunity to build an opposite side. I might be giving Ava a little bit too much credit here, right? But the way I see her mind working with this vote is if Amy stays, it keeps that side of the house strong, and then they're going to take shots at each other, and she'll always be kind of one of the lower end of the shots because everybody else on her team would be, you know, shields for her, and vice versa. Everybody on the other side would then be shields for her. And same reason why she would want to get rid of Kelley, because then it weakens like Vince and keeps Vince over with him. It also weakens people like Adrian, who she's pretty close to. So it kind of brings him back over because Adrian was so close to Kelley. So I might be giving Ava a little bit too much credit here, but I think that kind of explains some of her vote. Ava was straightforward. She doesn't like Kelley, but I don't know why. Like, why? What did we miss? What did we miss? Something happened before the feed started that they hate Kelley. And I don't know what it is. Zach is a wiener. She saw her aura. What does Kelley's aura look like? I hope Ava gets to at least jury, and then they give her like painting supplies so she can do portraits of all the house guests, so we can actually see what their aura paintings are. Like, I want to know. I want to know what everybody's aura painting is, from Ava's viewpoint. Kelley's a wild card. She's loopy. Even Will agreed with Ava. Yeah, Will agreed with Ava. That's right. But like, there's got to be more to it, right? Like, yeah, she's a wild card and loopy, but there's got to be more to it. Zay is shocked that Reilly wasn't one of them. Also, I forgot to give you guys a sync up. Let me do that.
Game, everyone's doing what's best for them, so I don't judge him. I love the guy. I hope to see him outside of the house, and you know, he's here to play, just like I am.
As you know, the mastermind had an accomplice. Many thought it was you. You thought it was Reilly.
Oh yeah. He's surprised by it being Amy, I think. I think Zay kind of got a little bit of the kind of like the shaft there, because for some reason they thought Reilly and him were the accomplice, right? And they tried to do Reilly first, but then they were like, oh, we were wrong, right? But some of them voted for Zay too. And then that's really the only reason why he was nominated, was they thought he was the accomplice. So he kind of got messed up there. Is this episode only an hour? I thought it was a half hour. Oh, that's right. I think only Wednesdays are 90 minutes going forward. That's right. That's right. Only the Wednesdays are 90 minutes, which is so stupid because Wednesday's not the show you need for 90 minutes. Thursdays are the show you need for 90 minutes. I remember this now. That was another reason why I said the 90 minutes were stupid. Because why do you need a 90-minute episode on Wednesdays? It's just going to be packed with filler. Thursday, you do 90 minutes, and then guess what? We have a half an hour where they could have done a live HOH. Yeah, no HOH. It's not going to be till later. We might get post-episode feeds, though. That is the thing we might get, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that wraps up the episode. We saw Zay end up leaving. Before we go, I can do one more thing here. Copy layer style. Paste that, and then we'll do this as well. And oh, that's not where we want to do it. We want to copy that and then put that on. And then we could take these off. Someone's coming in doing something. I hear it. We'll acknowledge it in a second. Oh, that's not what I wanted off. I wanted that off. And then HOH as well. All right, here is our setup for the next week. Zay has been evicted. And we'll have to see where things go. I think a couple of people coming in hitting that sub button is what happened. We had Lonely Prospector coming on in hitting that sub button. You might not know this, but when you hit that sub button, me and you, we now have a secret alliance. Shh, don't tell anybody. And then we had I'm gonna say this wrong. I know it's Ivan, right? Kiwiku Ivan? I'm probably saying that wrong and I apologize, but guess what? We now have a secret Final 2. Now, maybe Lonely Prospector, maybe we can make Final 3? Huh? Final 3? But don't tell anybody. If you hear anything about any Final 2s that I have with anybody else, don't believe it. It's not true. It's not true. Rachel is so mad. I see kitties on the feeds. Zay is pretty cute. Yeah, the feeds probably won't come up just yet. But maybe eventually. Go Birds. Absolutely. Absolutely go Birds. Wait, we're in a Final 2. Yes, we are in a Final 2, Bill, but shh, don't tell anybody. Wait, room on your Discord is what room on your Discord is for members only? It should be a room that literally just says members waiting. And if you see that room, it should work. But you also need to have your YouTube and your Discord, I think, linked. I think you have to have them linked. Also, if you don't have it, I could give it to you and manually and do that. So that's another thing we could do. But it should automatically do it. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have to see. But yeah, that does bring us to a wrap. We will be live tomorrow morning doing our live feed update for Friday. But as you guys know, on Fridays, we go live. We will be trying to do some of that call-in show, so it should be a lot of fun. You get the same live feed update that you normally enjoy every single day, but we do that first, and then afterwards we jump into the chat, and it's kind of fun. We get to hang out like this and talk about what's happening. Thank you guys all so much for the love and support you show me here on the channel. If you are new here, though, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, if you had fun during this stream, hit that like button. It lets the YouTube gods know what we're doing here is a good time. Check out the links to all my socials, the Discord, like I was saying, but also Twitter, Kick, Twitch. Check those all out because they're a lot of fun. Other things, if you want to support the Ori Fund, you can do that too. It's not required, but you are always able to do it, and it's appreciated. Other than that, thank you guys all so much for watching. We're gonna head on out, but before we do, I do want to send, here's a link to my good buddy Bruno from BB Can 3 and 5. He's live over on Kick. I'm sure they'll be talking about what's been going on the episode. Go check him on out. Thank you guys all again so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.
Took a full ride.